Hey guys, I was asked to just show this off. This is obviously, as everybody knows, this is Ask Mr. Robot, and I'm a premium member on Ask Mr. Robot, which has a very cool function, which could be very handy for the raid group in Heroic Knights. It's a thing called RoboCouncil. Which takes the guesswork out of distributing boss loot. Um, I've what I've done is I've set up a roster of the 10 players that normally would play. Now, obviously, I know the likes of Max could play as his paladin as well. Kynes has been known to play as a healer. So Demon Ra as well has been known to raid as well. I haven't included him. I've literally just taken the run that was done on Sunday and just put those characters in. Obviously, it can all be added to. From what I can gather, this does update. Yeah, you can see that all the characters have been updated. Actually, from the 15th. So I think I probably need to log into each of these characters and actually update them. I'm not too sure how that works. I think I actually need to go on and update them all. So I'm just going to go back. I'm going to go in here. Right, okay, so I've actually got all these characters here. I can update them from the armory. Go back and go to me and update and go back. Going to Arnella, update, back, budge, update, and back, Elsa, update. Just in case you're wondering what that noise is, that will be the cat, who is, it's early morning here, and the cat is going a bit insane, running around trying to attack boxes, because that's what cats do. And see, right. So this is stuff that I obviously will have to do before the raids, or even during the day, to be honest. Probably wise for me to do it though before the raid itself. And lastly, Ved. Okay, so that's everybody updated. I am hoping that the same thing will happen here. Strange. Hasn't changed the dates here. So, reload. I don't know how to update people here. Maybe I have to highlight them. There we go. That's actually a lot easier than doing it the other way. So, as we can see now, I've updated everybody for today's date. Okay, so that's the roster set up. And basically then we've only got two little options here. And ranked loot is obviously the next one that we want. We are obviously doing Siege of Orgrimmar. And for the hell of it, I am going to go to Immersus, which is the first boss. And as you can see, we've basically got two of all items here. The reason for that is quite simple. Warforged, normal. Warforged, normal. Warforged, normal. Normal. Warforged. So, we kill Immersus, right? And UW sees that, okay, there's braces of sordid sleep. So I click on that, and it tells me who should be able to loot it. And amazingly, yes, well, it's plate and it is strength and stamina, so it does kind of sit nicely for UW to get that. Let's use something else like a mail item, for instance. So, Puddle Punishers. What a great name for a male item. So we can see Aranella and Kynes obviously are both eligible for that, being hunters. But as you can see, the armory score at the moment of Aranella is 36%. That's based, from what I can gather, on her best in slot, which Ask Mr. Robot knows. Whereas Kynes, as we know, is doing very, very well. And his armory score is based around 79.22. So Aranella, you can see, is much lower in relation to the armory than Kynes. So, what does it recommend we do? With the Puddle Punishers, it would recommend that give them to Aranella. She will get a plus 0.71% increase into her armory score, whereas Kynes would get another increase as well of 0.61. But for the group, it makes more sense for Aranella to get it. Now, there are two options in relation to the ranking method. There's a Democratic version and a Republican version. The Democratic version, I don't fully understand this. And if I could keep this notice up a bit longer, I would. But the Democratic method will score each upgrade as a percentage of the total best in slot score. This is most appropriate for casual or pick-up raid groups, or if your roster has a high turnover. All characters are treated equally. I don't know what that really means, but all I do know is that we are not a pick-up group. We're not also turning over a high roster. The 10 people that are playing, with the exception of Kynes, who might come on as a healer, or Max, who might come on as his paladin. I know Demon Ra is the Death Knight as well, who sometimes comes on and actually does amazing DPS as well. But, the 10 players on Sunday seem to be our standard 10 players. So, I don't see the Democratic being the right option. Whereas Republican method starts with a score that is a percentage of the total best in slot score. Then that score is reduced the further a character's current gear is from the best in slot level. The idea is that better geared players will get more out of, I hate when it does that, will get more out of gear upgrade than weaker geared players. This is best used with stable raid teams focused on progression. For me, that last line is what's important. This is best used with stable raid teams progressed or focused on progression. That's what we're about. So that's why I've kind of ranked things the Republican method. Now, just for argument's sake, right? We've obviously got Aranella and Kynes here. I am now going to switch it to Democratic, and let's see what it does to these scores. Don't know why it takes so long, but it does. Okay, it still says Aranella, and Kynes. Yeah, Aranella's increase is actually greater now. It's not 0.71, it's 1.05. So, as I say, look, I don't know. For me, Republican looks like it's the way to go. So this is, for me, it just seems to be a much simpler way of getting things done and helping the team out rather than individual players. We have all the loots here. Like I'll just go for this Seal of Eternal Sorrow. Woohoo! So for me, looks like it's for me. That's the Republican method as well. The increase would be slightly better than VED. I suppose, yeah, for me, I can kind of understand why that might be. I don't know, but Elsa may have 2 good rings from even LF4 Siege of Orgrimmar. Actually, to be honest, even TOT rings. I'm still running with 1 Timeless Isle ring at 496. So that's possibly why it's pushed me for that. So they are like that's it in a nutshell. There's nothing much else to it, like So we did immersus, then we move on to the fallen protectors. I click on that. Uh, UW announces the loot. Okay, so we got these grips of unending anguish, and again, Aranella looks like is going to be better for her. The poison binder girth. Obviously it's a plate item, so EQ or UW, I mean, would have got that. Trinkets. I'm just going to try this. So there you go. There's the two tanks now fighting it out on a trinket. Is that the Warforged? Yeah, it's the Warforged one, and it actually says that Equitano should get that. Reduces damage taken from creature area of effective attacks by. Again, not too sure why. Because looking at Nid's armory score, it seems to be down a bit. I'm sure maybe the tanks, by reading that, can understand why. I don't know. I don't play a tank, so I'll see if it changes actually with this democratic version. Maybe Equitano has crappy trinkets, but I doubt it. It's still saying that there's a plus 0.95% increase for UW. So, I don't know, Nid. You must have some better trinkets or something. I don't know. Anyhow, that's Ask Mr. Robot in a nutshell. And what you call it, I hope that it's given some sort of idea what it's about. I have no problem doing this in the raid on Thursday or on Sunday or whatever, whenever we're doing normal next. We can see how it works. And obviously, if anybody has any sort of opinions on this, please let us know. And it means that I can concentrate on raiding rather than concentrating on Ask Mr. Robot if people are not happy with it. I'll switch this back to Republican because I do believe that that's the way we're going to be going. But as I say, look, this is open to discussion, so please do leave comments here and let us know what you think. And sorry for rambling on. I'm only learning this myself. I only signed up to this premium thing recently, mainly for myself. But sure, look, there you are. There it is in a nutshell. All right, talk to you soon, guys. Thanks. Bye.